One, two, three, four.
In an iron glass. Iron brew and white rum, yeah?
Does it look like iron brew and white rum?
Iron brew and what? You can't speak because of the white rum. Anyway.
It's just iron brew.
Right.
Okay.
So our podcast over. This is how we've stayed in love over the last 39 years. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Welcome once again to our podcast. Life, love and everything. I'm G. No, I'm not G-Man. I'm Papa.
Depends on which wig he's wearing. And I'm G-Man.
Which wig I'm wearing? Okay. Wow. Okay. That's when it comes to role play, isn't it?
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that at a later stage. Yeah, a bit of role play and stuff.
Anyway, let's get back to it.
Okay. How to keep the relationship. How have we stayed together 39 years? Well, 40 years this year, isn't it? Is it 40 years this year? 39.
It is 40 years next year.
40 years next year.
Do you know how we've done it? And I am going to quote somebody. I'm not going to mention the person. I'm going to quote the person that I know who said, "Can't afford to get divorced from the man."
Who said that?
Can't say it.
Why?
This is just a tech you've never ever use this.
Yeah. Okay. I'm using this shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, seriously. Right, let's get on the real tip.
So have we stayed together for the past 39 years? Through life, love and everything. I mean, obviously there's been some ups and downs, lefts and rights, circles, squares, triangles, whatever that means.
You're building play school, isn't it?
Play school, yeah.
Rectangles?
Sorry, rectangles. Yeah, a few rectangles. I think, personally, in one single word, how we've stayed together for so long.
Oh, choose your word wisely.
See, this is how it's been done. And literally what I was going to say, well, it's actually two words. Mary's Law.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. But it's true. As I proved to you in the text message the other day.
What text message?
When I said about the bills, our energy bills, and I said, why have we not got them?
Oh, yeah,
and whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's like, I'm always right.
Okay. Right, yeah. Even when she's wrong, she's right anyway. So.
No, I'm always right.
Yeah, so even when you're wrong, you're right.
But I'm never wrong.
Literally what I'm saying, because you're always right.
Yes.
But even when you're wrong, you're right.
Never wrong.
So you're never wrong.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I think it's fair. I've just realised I've said M quite a few.
M.
Is it because it's M for me and you?
Where have you said M?
Just a minute ago.
As in not M.
M.
M. M. So imagine if it was, instead of it was M. M.
So we have stayed together for so long because we have grown together.
Literally, we've grown together.
Because I think ultimately, I honestly believe if you do not grow together, you do not stay together. So it's like they say people eat together. No. Yeah, eating around the table, having those conversations is great. However, it's everything else that happens. It's the discussions you have about your kids when they're growing up. It's the arguments you have about the kids when they're growing up.
I mean, if it wasn't about the kids, what was the other thing we'd argue about? Finances.
Gosh, yeah.
So, and very rarely was an argument about something else. Yeah.
And I think it's that is it. Finances, children, and even though your children are grown up, Not that we're arguing about them, because we're not.
What now,
But
you mean?
yeah, it's more about
we do have heated debates about them
it's
now.
debating, and it's more about our concern for their well-being.
Yeah. But some of us concern it a bit more. Some of us are a bit more concerned than others.
At different times, around
No,
different children.
all the time around one child. No. Yeah, at different times around.
You know, when
different
they
children.
listen to this, if you use this as a cutout, they're going to be saying, "Who the hell are you talking about?" Yeah, they're talking about, and that person's going to think they're talking about me.
No, I know who I'm talking about.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about that one.
Oh, I know who you're talking
Which
about.
one are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm not. I'm talking about all of them, because I have worries about all of them at different times.
Yeah, I have worries about all of them at different times. But which one do you mainly worry about? Is there one you mainly worry about?
Yeah,
Which one?
the one that's by your feet.
Lexus. Yeah, definitely.
I've done it again, and I've done it again.
M.
No, I said
Eminem.
I think.
I think you hit the nail on the head, because that was something what I think Dad said it at our wedding, that we've grown together.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was a natural step to get married, etc., etc. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dad sort of pointed that out at the wedding, because just like him and Mum, they've known each other since they were teenagers, grown together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not to, but the thing about it, in that sort of aspect, people might look at it and say, so you can only have a lasting relationship if you get together when you're young. No.
No, it's any
because
time.
you every day of your life you're growing.
Yes.
Yeah, and if you're not, then obviously you're not going to have a lasting relationship anyway. Because once you're with someone, you develop, grow, and turn over a new leaf every day with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you finding out so much about each other's lives, each other's backgrounds, what the likes, the dislikes, etc. And you're growing together, right? And it's about, because when you're growing, you're accepting these differences and growing with these differences.
But the thing about it is, it sounds like it's a perfect thing, or you just grow together and that's okay. It doesn't always. It doesn't happen like that. Realistically, there's been times when we have been sort of at loggerheads, and it's like, are we going to get through this? Are we going to deal with it? But it's more about.
Gotta get through this.
Stop singing.
I gotta get through this. I gotta get through this.
It's more about
Gotta get through.
what.
Gotta make it through. I'm trying to remember the lyrics. Sorry, go on.
It's more about, the reasons to stay together, as opposed to the reasons
it's like
to
reasons
separate.
to be cheerful.
Yeah.
Part 3.
Yeah. Part 3.
Reasons to be cheerful. Parts 1, 2, 3.
Reasons to be cheerful. Part 3.
Is that what it is?
Do you remember that? Reasons to be cheerful?
No.
I don't know who sang it.
Need to look that one up.
Do you remember
I can hear it. Yeah.
Anyway.
But it's when you're at those loggerhead moments, some people find it very easy as an excuse, especially if those loggerhead moments have been one after another after another. It's so easy to just say that is enough.
Okay, I'll take you back to the mid to late 90s, right? It would obviously be in the late 90s, maybe even the early noughties, actually, right? You were laying on the bed. This is at Larkle, yeah? What did I say to you?
Talk to me, or something like that. I can hear it. It's like, you don't talk to me. Well, how are you feeling? What have you got to say? And
there's something specific I said to you at this point, which is relatable to this. Right? I said, we need to know where we're going. Right? We need to know what's happening here. Yeah, because right about now, we don't have a relationship. Do you want to be with me or not?
No.
That's now. I'm talking about then.
That's your moment. No.
It's your moment. Done. Right?
Yeah, moments will come into it quite a lot. Sorry, you've really got to know what we're talking about. But maybe you do, because maybe you're...
Of course they do. Everybody has moments.
But they might not call them moments.
No, they don't call them moments, but everybody has moments. Because there's one thing that everybody has.
They have a duty to have moments.
Yes, through the one thing that everybody has.
What?
An asshole.
Yes, but some people don't use that asshole for that.
So what do they use it for? They don't use it for that. They use it for speaking.
No,
What do you mean they don't use it for that? I don't understand. I don't understand. What do you mean they don't use it for that?
to people with bags.
Yes, no, that just means their bowel doesn't work.
Yes, so
right?
they're not going to strap out.
Yeah, they have a moment in a bag, right?
Yeah, but it's,
Well, you said they don't use it for that. What do they use it for, Mary? Tell me, please. What do they use it for?
oh, okay, right, okay.
Anyway, so back then,
Yeah,
I said to you, yeah, where we going? What's happening? Da 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 da. Right?
I said down to McDonald's.
And you literally said, I don't know, we'll speak about it later. Do you even realize we've never had that conversation?
Haven't we?
No.
So where are we going?
No, this is
But-
where we are.
Hold on, we actually got married after that.
We did. This
There
is
you
what
go.
this is what I'm saying to you. But we never had that conversation.
But-
But this is what right.
Well,
This is what I'm saying.
Give me the bottle.
Right. So many people at that point, she hasn't spoken to me about it. Da, 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 da. We're done.
No, but
Do you understand what I mean?
yeah, but there's a difference, and maybe there's not a difference. Maybe I feel that I was the only person like that.
Like what?
I found it extremely difficult to express how I was feeling. I couldn't put.
Express yourself.
Martin,
Do it good. Oh, do it. Go on, sorry.
it's
Clearly, I expressed myself through music. Sorry, go on.
it's one of those things. I do look back now and I think to myself, why the hell did you not just say stuff? But I actually felt that I couldn't put however I was feeling into words.
Was that because of the whole what people use differently? No.
Do you get me?
I totally understand that.
But
Because-
I
right, so-
look at that now and I think to myself, I'm quite alienated to how I was.
Oh
then.
yeah, definitely. You're a
Because-
completely different person.
Yeah, don't mess with me, man, because I'm gonna.
Righto, what's going on here? Oh,
Sir, I'm arrested. Oh,
No, not even,
No,
not
not-
even in the physical beating way. No, I'm talking about you are mentally, psychologically, yeah, your whole being is a different person. That's where you've grown. I'm a completely different person as well.
Okay.
We've both grown in that way. We're both stronger in that way
Do you know what?
and still growing.
Maybe it was because
I'm a
I'm-
Londoner.
Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner.
you know I can't take you
I
seriously.
like London.
I'm not doing
town.
this
Go on.
anymore.
Maybe it's because
And I know that's still playing on in your mind.
it is. It is.
Is it because I was too scared to say something because I thought if I say something, our relationship is over? Or was it because but I honestly believe at that point, I literally did not know how to express myself. And I don't know how it's now come about that I do know is
No,
it's
I still think you don't know because you go about it the wrong way.
No, I don't.
You just say whatever comes out of your mouth.
But that's the best
right?
way to do it.
No, it's
No,
not.
it is as long as you're not doing it in an offensive manner.
Yeah, but you do.
Only if it's you.
No. You remember
And
the
our
conversation?
kids.
Yes, and your kids.
Only if it's me and our
Right.
kids.
No, when
You know
I
it.
say that, right? When I say that, it's in the sense of you're not thinking about what's coming out of your mouth, how you're saying it, the expressions you're saying it, what you're even
Do
what
you know
you're
what?
saying.
Maybe that's what it was back then. I had so much going on, I could not narrow it down to one thing to come out of my mouth, and therefore, I just didn't know how to say anything. And I think probably a lot of people that are in relationships that maybe dysfunctional and they are unable, they're in that point and they can't say anything
Sorry. Lexus, get out of the kitchen, please. Out of the kitchen. Thank
unless
you.
you're making me a drink.
Go on, go and play. Out. Go, out.
Do not go in my hot tub. I do want to get a hot tub for him.
Doggy hot tub.
Not hot tub.
Doggy
but
hot tub. So he's laying there.
You probably would be. Yes, we love you. We do love you. But you're not allowed in the kitchen.
He's too funny.
I feel
Good. Da-na-na-na-na-na.
I knew that I would not.
Martin. this
Sorry,
is
go
really-
on.
How are we ever going to do any of
I
this?
don't know. I've always got tunes going on in my head. You
So
know
have
this.
I. But you then instill tunes, and then you instill tunes that I know people like James Brown. I'm just thinking, I'm not a big James Brown fan because all I see is somebody's mum.
Oh, no. But how can you say you're not a big James Brown? Come on. James Brown is...
I'm sorry. I just think he was overacting it.
He was. He was a
But
performer.
I don't like that.
Like- Okay, all right. Okay.
Not that I don't like it. I just,
Don't worry. It's fine. I understand now.
Divorce time. Right. 30,
Eminem.
39 years.
Dr. Dre and Eminem. 39 years.
39 years.
But this is a thing as well. This is a part of how we've kept it going. The fun and joke.
The fun and joke, the
stupidness.
stupidness, and I hate to say it, if you know us, it's like this. There will be fun and jokes about you behind your back, but not in an offensive way. Just in a way that it's us picking up on certain little things, and we wonder whether or not you've picked up on it. Yeah, it's not that we're
Give an
being offensive.
example.
I can't because then they'll know.
Yeah, but give an example with someone who might be okay with it.
None of the people we know will be okay with it.
So everybody's going to be sitting there now going,
Oh my god!
oh no, what have they found out? Have they found out that I used to be a man?
Do you remember when you done that to Kia?
Yes, I do remember. But that was in that pub on the corner down Clapham.
What's that?
You used to be a man.
Nah. I mean, I suppose, to be fair, what we do is what every other person does. And if you are out there and you say, well, I don't speak about my friends and whatever, you're lying because you do. Right. And that's what we do, but we don't do it in a way that is like,
Derogatory.
yeah,
You don't do it in
it's
a
more
derogatory.
of
It's either fun and joke
or support.
or
It's
supportive,
like,
yeah.
it's like, it's how.
And to be fair, sorry to cut you, right?
I wasn't going to do that. See, hold on. Can I go back to the whole 39 years thing? Because one of the things I remember when we were getting married, and it sticks so, out of all the other things, I can't remember a lot, but when we were going to class, it wasn't quite classes with Sister Irene and Father Tom.
I love that.
Yeah. And we were sitting down, I think in the kitchen down in
Yeah,
the thing.
I love that. I absolutely love that.
And
You know, and I'm, you know,
do you know,
I'm not
I'd
religious.
love to trace Sister Irene down.
They're some of the best people in the world.
She was fantastic, absolutely good. But I remember Father Tom and Sister Irene asking us questions, and we were both literally on the same path, answering the question.
Yeah.
Exactly
And him
the
sitting there
same.
laughing with a big
because
smile
it
on his
was
face.
like-
Yeah.
It
I
was that
remember.
whole recognition that actually you two know one another enough to actually really want to go through and be, and you're so connected because you are answering the question the same way. And it wasn't a question that we had been pre-warned about. It was just a question
On the spot.
on the spot. And, you know, yeah, I do. I feel like I'm welling up.
You are.
Yeah, Father Tom.
Oh, bless you, baby.
Yeah. It's no, because I think he was very, very special.
He was.
And the fact that
Not as in
we
special
still-
needs.
the fact that we do refer to him as Father Ted.
Yeah, because he
Not-
was like Father Ted.
No,
But there you go. There you go.
Oh,
Right?
God.
This is sort of like how we make speak about you behind your back, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Right. Father Tom. Yeah. We refer to him. The whole family refers to him as Father Ted.
Yeah.
Because he had the grey hair like Father Ted. yeah?
Irish.
He was Irish as well.
Yeah.
That was it.
And then turning up on my wedding day late because somebody's father decided to pick me up a little bit later.
And what did he
turning
say
up,
to you?
And he's like, "It's Mary, I'm sorry, we can't go ahead with the wedding. I've got something else planned." And I just looked at him and I nearly just burst into tears.
You did burst into tears anyway.
But yeah, obviously he was joking.
Yeah,
And I don't think
but
he
that was
realised-
just it. He was a bit of a joker as well.
Yeah.
So he was a bit of a Father Ted.
He was brilliant.
You know what I mean?
Utterly
He was
brilliant.
absolutely. He was brilliant. You know, I'm not a fan of these churchy people still. You know what I mean? But
He was amazing.
he was absolutely amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, 39 years, I suppose, growing together, connecting.
Yeah.
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 Like that. Right? But I suppose that's it, really.
Cameraman has emptied.
Yeah.
Or camera woman has
Emptied the room. She's emptied the
Well,
room.
she did. Alexis went that way.
Right. But yeah, it's that again. Right,
I have got to start.
Do you know
doing
what?
that. So you need to do a cut out of all the ums.
I'm so using that. But
Oh really?
no, but I use it all the time.
Martin, 39 years,
39
40
years.
years next year.
Oh, that's mad.
It is, and we did sort of say to Diane we would do a joint thing going away somewhere for her because it's their 50th, both her and Matt's.
And
Yes, exactly.
Jesus.
Well, that's the second time you've done that in the video, and we'll be able to play it back to show that I'm right, as Mary's law.
What's a different thing?
However,
No, I don't like that one.
basically,
No, I really don't like that.
what? Because you're basic.
You're boring.
Boy, you're basic.
You're boring.
You're basic.
You're boring.
Basic. Basically boring.
Come on!
Come on, snap out of it, man!
Noah!
This is your fault.
I didn't do it.
Right. So, anyway.
Just don't say anything. Rather than doing that, don't say anything. Power of silence. They'll be waiting for you to say something.
Right.
Are we done?
We're done.
Okay, but we've got proper talks about this to happen.
Yeah. But these bits is
One,
what I use
two,
as my
three,
cutouts.
4.